Welcome to the Team Berger Summer Series. This is our first edition. I'm excited about this project and looking forward to being in communication with all of you and continuing the vibes we've been generating and the good feelings and the excitement and the motivation. So I thought for our first edition, what better subject to talk about than summer school assignments? You know, it's become a controversial issue that, with this union leadership, what issue is not controversial anymore? So let's talk about summer assignments. And this year, more educators than ever needed the opportunity to teach summer school because with the 0% raise, effectively a pay cut once you factor in inflation and the increase to our healthcare costs. Many individuals applied for these positions and unfortunately weren't selected, and the reasons that have been given to them have left members confused, discouraged, and rightly upset. Now, the frustration only deepens as members observe who actually was selected. And so 2 points of clarification. First, I was selected and I applied for summer school. I've done summer enrichment. First time I've done summer school in many years because of the 0% raise and nothing off schedule really left me in a position where financially I really needed to do summer school. So I understand the frustration of members who were not selected. And I also want to make the following point that, in full disclosure, this is not about pitting teacher against teacher. It's about understanding the selection process and how decisions were made and what standards are used and how our CBA works and how our union has been justifying these decisions, because some top leadership are also taking advantage of the benefit of being able to serve summer school positions. So you would think that they, above all, would have a direct understanding of the contract and be able to explain the situation and the way decisions were made to our members clearly and concisely. So the contract is absolutely clear. Article 16.2.1 lays out that teacher summer school priority can only be reduced after 2 consecutive years of service. And even then, the district's bound by a basic legal principle. It must not act in a way that is arbitrary, capricious, or unreasonable. However, the way this is written is a real problem because the language is vague and the district retains broad discretion. So the contract actually gives the district even greater leeway in the arbitrary and capricious standard to diminish seniority before even reaching the priority decreasing clause, because this contract has been written backwards. And so there are a number of factors that the district can consider, and we as membership never get to know how much weight was given to any particular factor. And so it can really result in a selection process that is completely not transparent, even though the requirement of the district is to adhere to not acting arbitrary, capricious, or unreasonable. Yet when members have reached out to our union for support, they've been told by union leadership that unless they're able to prove discrimination or retaliation or that some other law has been broken, there's just nothing the district can, or nothing that the union can do. This is wrong. This is legally wrong. This is not the standard. The standard is arbitrary and capricious, and the clause in the CBA actually lays out the district can't be unreasonable. So once the school district is deprioritizing or lowering someone's priority, is there some consistency? Is everyone who is being accepted having the same priority reduced in the same fashion? That's what arbitrary means. Once the district is not doing that, that is when it becomes a problem. So when the union says to somebody that you have to prove you were discriminated against, that is an absolute misreading of our CBA. So let's be very clear. Confusing these standards is not a harmless mistake. It signals that those in charge either don't understand the contract that they were elected to defend, or worse, are unwilling to defend it. And when you have people who are benefiting from the contract itself, who are in charge of making decisions about what we're going to bargain, how we're going to bargain it, you would think that they would be especially careful to make sure that they understood how decisions were being made, so that there was absolutely no appearance that could be made of impropriety whatsoever. And so you would think that they would be especially aware of that. So to make matters worse, some of the union leaders that I've spoken with directly didn't even realize how widespread this concern had become. That kind of disconnect at the very top is simply unacceptable. When members reach out with legitimate questions, they deserve transparency, clarity, and advocacy. They don't deserve a runaround, indifference, misinformation, or a brush off. This really isn't just about summer school. It's about whether we have union leadership that is working for you. That if the reasons they entered into union leadership are still the reasons that they are pursuing and fulfilling and supporting. Are they prepared to stand up for us, not just themselves? Or are they just enjoying the trappings that come with the positions?